Hi, Donna Galinsky, your Lake Norman Realtor with Allen Tate Real Estate. Thank you for joining me for episode 28 of Talk About It Tuesday. Today, I'm really excited to be heading over to Good Karma Alpaca Ranch. I have been obsessed since I found them on Instagram a couple of months ago, and I am so excited to go see these adorable alpacas. So come on, let's go visit them, and I'm sure you'll be obsessed with them too.
So welcome to the farm. So we're gonna go into the pasture. We're gonna spend all of the tour inside of the pasture. So we're gonna go in and we'll talk about the animals as we go. All right, so come on in. And they were bred to make a very high quality fiber animal. So their fiber for many, many thousands of years was considered the fiber of the gods. So only royalty or extremely wealthy people would wear garments made out of their fiber. Then it became the primary income source for people in Peru for many, many years. About 900 years ago, the Spanish started exploring and they came upon South America and tried to conquer. And so when they got there, they actually ended up killing about 98% of the population of alpacas in South America, either through disease that they brought that wasn't common, or when you're conquering, it's kind of what you do, you ruin whatever the livelihood source is, right, for those people. So the alpacas that survived by fleeing to the tops of the mountains, about 11,000 feet, and that's where they started to repopulate, and that's where they kind of live mostly today, is the tops of the mountainsides of Peru. In the world today, we have 3.5 million alpacas. In the United States, we have about 220,000 registered alpacas. So it's not a lot of alpacas. If you think about just the number of sheep in the United States alone, it's well more than 3.5 million, right? So alpacas are more rare. Their fiber is a little more uncommon. So you're being greeted by Murphy. So just do me a favor, don't let him jump up on you. We're trying to train him. How old is Murphy? So Murphy is about 5 months old. So we have two dogs out here. This is Parker behind you. Parker's breed is a Maremma, or a Maremma, depending on how you say it. And Murphy is a Great Pyrenees. And so Parker's 9, Murphy's about 5 months old. Murphy's in training as a livestock guardian dog. So these dogs are guardians, they're not herding dogs. So they're out here to protect the alpacas, and they bond to the animal, not to the property. Because if I got livestock guard dogs that bond to the property, I couldn't have you all come over. So we got animals that we got dogs that bond to the girls and not to the property line. So as long as you're not out here chasing alpacas, Parker's pretty calm. So that's the purpose of the dog. So I like, yeah, go ahead.
What kind of predators do you have out here?
Predators, the primary predator to alpacas where we live are actually dogs. And then second to that, I worry about people. And then third is coyotes. So I do want to point out this lovely lady right here. This is Quinn. And I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see where you're standing, but Quinn is due October the 3rd.
Oh.
So she could have her baby any day. Kind of just waiting. So as you walk around, and feel free to walk through, as you walk past, it's her first baby, so we're really excited. And how old is she? She is 3. So we typically wait until they're 2 years old to start breeding them, and then the gestation is a year. So that puts her at about 3. They have one baby at a time. That's a really good question. They have one baby at a time. Gestation's 345 days. We'll call it a year because most of them go about a year. They're fantastic moms. They fiercely love their babies, so that's always fun to watch and observe. So they're born out here and they stay out here. We don't pen them up. Alpacas hate to be away from their herd. So if I pen up the mom and the baby, the mom freaks out. So it just makes everybody nervous.
So those in there have just decided
they're
to
just
go
laying in
in
front of the fans, and because alpacas are not really set up for humidity. I was telling you 11,000 feet on the mountains. So they like to spend a lot of time in front of the fans this time of the year.
How long have you been open here?
We have had alpacas for 10 years, but we've really been open to the public for about 2 years.
And what made you start with alpacas? Yeah.
So we have small acreage, so we needed a small animal, and I didn't want anything we had to slaughter. So it kind of made sense for us.
Do they bite?
They do not bite. They can nibble on you, like they like to pull on my clothes and stuff like that to get my attention, but they don't have any teeth on the top front. So even if they were to bite you, it doesn't really feel like anything.
So they chew from the back.
So they have molars on the top, so they chew in the back. You can see how they, if you watch them chewing right now, they're kind of going like in a figure 8 almost with their mouth, because they're grinding their molars together.
I saw you've got lots of ribbons in there, and
Yeah.
that one's great. Do farms have standings? Like,
Very interesting. No, like they don't rank us against each
Okay.
other. That's kind of cool idea, but we would. So there are farms out there that are huge, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of alpacas. So we're super small. So for us to have those ribbons, it's a big deal for us because it's how you get recognized for breedings. It's how we sell breedings to our stud. It's how we sell animals, if that makes sense, to other breeders. So we have kind of like three. So we have the breeding and stud service as one channel, sort of our business. Then we have the retail, and then we have what we're doing today, which is like agritourism. And between all three of those things, you know, it's a profitable endeavor. So alpacas just nurse their mom. Other moms rarely let other babies nurse, but we have this year. So we had, like I said, we had 7 babies, and this female in the front here, facing sideways, her name's Willow, and we've been joking because she does not have a baby right now.
oh,
But we've been calling her the Busybody Aunt because she's like overly involved in the babies. Like every time I come in the pasture, she gets up, she looks for all the babies, and it's like, okay. And she keeps her eye on me, and I'm like, she's such a nosy, you know? Like she's like the Busybody Aunt. Well, I came out, I don't know, it's probably been 3 or 4 weeks now, and I came out and she's nursing Pearl.
yeah.
So she nurses Pearl, but she'll only nurse Pearl, and she has milk. So I was like, she can't really have milk, but I checked her, and she actually produced milk, and she's nursing Pearl. She won't let any of the other babies nurse. So Pearl has 2 moms, and she's growing fine.
Well,
So
another
it's
one
really
came up like I wanted to nurse.
Yeah, but she's not going to let anybody but Pearl nurse. It's
Okay.
so crazy. She thinks Pearl's her baby.
Oh my God.
But what's fun is she actually, we actually just sold Willow, and they want her pregnant, so she's gonna get to have her own baby. So I've started breeding her. So a year from now, she'll have her own baby. So that's exciting. And they're all, we only had 1 boy, and the rest are all girls, which is great. We always prefer girls.
At what point do you separate the male?
As soon as they start acting like a male. It's around 9 to 10 months old, believe it or not.
Okay.
So they can't complete their task,
Okay.
but they become highly annoying.
Okay.
So it becomes like a lot of jumping up, and so then it's a lot of spitting, and it just becomes a lot of a nuisance.
And do they have different dispositions once they're mature?
Not really. The boys do act. The only real main difference between grown boys and grown girls is that the boys have a really clear hierarchy. So there's a lot more fighting. So they're constantly like reestablishing their pecking order.
Okay.
Lots of farm tours. We pretty much do them every weekend now, and then
What is the yoga with alpaca?
yes, we do yoga, but we're done until spring. So we do yoga right here, and I block the girls in really super close like this, and we put hay around, and so we do yoga right here. It's super fun. Yeah. So we'll start that again in the spring. We go to the Christmas tree farm. Yeah. So thank you guys for coming.
Thank
I'll just
you.
hang here, and you can move around.